Hey everyone, Soundwave84 here with a review of Siege Red Alert. Now if you have Siege Sideswipe, you know exactly what you are getting here. It is the exact same mold, just a repaint with a slight retooling to give this guy a light bar. So we'll just take a quick gander at this guy. You can see he's got heavy battle damage down here on his shins. Some blue paint as well. He's got silver feet, which are painted. The Lego effect, which at first I was like, why do you got Legos? That's for the weaponizers. Which he's got red paint on the side here, some black paint here. Inside of the wheel, the tire on the rims is red. Come around, same on the other side. Come up. This is black plastic. Base paint red here on his waist. Wrist is painted red right here. Some silver for the lights. Got some Cybertronian writing right here with a badge with the Autobot logo inside. Now his face has blue eyes, silver paint, and a lovely shade of red. I really do like the red. A little bit of paint back here. He got some black and red, and he's got black sort of. I'm trying to think. I think this is translucent, and then it's painted white. Translucent plastic, which mine's got like a little chip in it right there, a little nick. Yeah, out of paint. There's a little sloppiness going on the arms here on each side. A nick back there. Yeah, a little red splashing on the top here, which I mean it is a hard spot to probably get really perfect out. And you know, with battle damage on these guys, I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. And on his light bar, there's some white paint here, which has been nicked off to reveal the translucentness of the plastic. I'll probably get some kind of white paint real quick, like a white paint marker, and just cover that real fast, and I'll never know. Now he comes with a blaster. Now it can also be a battle axe. So you take this light bar, peg it through here, then put it in his arm, hand, whatever. Now he's got an axe. So when he has an axe to grind, there you go. That's good for up close action. Now if he's far away, take this light bar out. Now it becomes a blaster, which is how I'm probably going to leave this, because I think it looks a lot better. And I'm probably just going to leave this light bar pegged in the hole back here, because that's just how I roll. Now you can take blast effects and peg them right there on the end. Still one of my best features. One of my favorite features of the new Siege line. Comparing him with the old Chug version. The old Chug version has a good inch on the new War for Cybertron Siege version. But overall, he's got a better weapon. I really don't like this little rinky-dinky thing. This will fall off if going on. Oh! But overall, I mean, these back then had ankle tilt as well, so, and more paint and stuff. But I still like this mold better, even though it's smaller, because they're making them to scale with each other, which I do like. So Red Alert is not overly huge compared to like Trailbreaker or something. I was just never a big fan of this head sculpt, even on Sideswipe. I know a third-party company made a replacement for Red Alert. Never bought it though. I like the red head better. I don't know, I just never was a big fan of this mold in robot mode. I think it's all got to do with the feet and the arms. I'm not sure. But you know, the height is tremendously different here. Overall, I think he cleans up better, this one here, the Siege. Now, you can say, oh, he's hollow there, but look at this thing. Jeez. Well, as for transparent, yeah, no, that's what it is. This one, the only thing this one really has over this has wrist swivels. But yeah, I was just not a big fan of these. I like the car modes, not a big fan of the robot modes. Overall, I think this one wins out in the battle. I know people don't like the size, like he's small, but I do like the fact that they scale. So we'll show them off here with Optimus Prime. Red, we need to check you in. You're not well, Red. You want to get rid of me? You lost my blast effect, Red. Sorry. Just playing around with my toys. Articulation here on Red Alert. Got a little wobble down, good up. Head will 360 all the way around. It's got a 360 waist swivel. Shoulders go out to here. Can 360 around. He has a bicep swivel, a 90-degree elbow bend, no wrist swivels. He can do the full splits. Ankle tilts to there. Knee bends by 90 degrees. Kick all the way to the front and all the way to the back. So excellent articulation on this guy. So you can get them into lots of poses. Alrighty, look at this guy in the car mode. But first I'm going to say, hey, any third-party companies out there, this guy is prime for a shoulder cannon add-on. Because this gun cannot peg there, if I can pick it up. Because it's just got this. And now these are like a slot, not a peg hole. So yeah. If anybody's out there, Deep Space Arsenal, NONNEFF, somebody wants to make something, Shockwave Labs, you're good to go. Alright, get this guy transformed into vehicle mode. Just like Sideswipe, just fold his hands in, straighten his arms up, fold them out, and you want to raise this piece up, fold this in to cover that mug of his. Make sure you get it all the way up, and there we go. So it's like straight right there. Then you want to pull these pieces out. You can see some red paint right here, some black on this side. We'll look at that more in car mode. Now you want his arms to fold in. So we got to bend his arms in like this. So bend these in, bring these down, and fold them in like so. Then there's tabs here, which will go right in these slots on the side. And the front of the car mode is done. And people have been doing this everywhere on the internet. Well, it's the Gerwalk mode. Alright. Handle the legs. We want to open these up. These pieces here will be pushed out. This will then form the back of that. Fold his feet. I did a side swipe. I don't want to grab his foot because I feel I'm putting too much pressure on this. I'd actually fold it down here at the base, where it all is. I was afraid because it's got resistance here, and I just don't want to break this thing. Come on, come on. He's got resistance, sir. There we go. Got it. Now, if you do that, you can now tab this in. Spin his waist to a spinneroonie. Fold his legs up and around. I guess I maybe don't have that in yet. But you knocked these out, so maybe I tabbed those in too early. It's been a while since I played with Sideswipe. Now you just want to tab these back into the slots back here. And we can go back and re-tab those doors in. And there you go. Red Alert in vehicle mode. Very simple. Very easy. Rolls really well. Let's make sure everything's all tabbed and lined up. You can see he's got some black and red paint here on the doors. No blackness here, and it even slips right in the crack there. So overall, this little chip here is going to bother me a lot because it's right there in the front of the car. Man, it's this white paint. I don't know. Maybe I can scratch that sucker off. No, I'm not getting anywhere with that right now. But still, I'm probably going to get a little white paint touch at it because that's going to bother me as well. Unless I just maybe spin it around so I don't see it so often. The only thing he could really use is probably some red paint or something to paint these lights. But you can see here they got a little crazy with the red, and it kind of right on the side there. On the side. Now you can take his weapon. You could plug it up here where his light bar goes, but I want his light bar there. But he's got these on the sides for the weaponizer, so you could pick a side, or you can take COG, 6-gun, break them apart, and peg them on the side of the car as well. And if he gets shot, you can maybe play this on him. Oh, I got hit. Alright. Stop playing with your toys. Alright, so let's compare that with the old Chug version. Now I do like how the weapons can all be stored in vehicle mode. A little more ingenious on this guy though. Like I said, I do like the vehicle mode. You can do this with this piece like old Sunstreaker would have. And the gun forms his exhaust, which is kind of cool. This one, of course, it just stores on the side of the vehicle. It's not like it's a big thing there. It could be on top of the vehicle. The light bar is there. I'd rather have the light bar. Now, I just like how, you know, this actually, the guns form part of the vehicle, you know. I do like that. In vehicle mode, you can see that the old Chug version also is still about ½ an inch longer now. This one, I think, is a little bit wider. No, same width, actually. Car's same width overall. The wheel width is smaller on this guy. The Chug version rolls probably better. So overall, in the vehicle mode, the Chug version rolls better, and the weapon store a little bit better. This one here has a more G1 flavor look to it. Looks more like a Lambo than this one does. Either vehicle mode, you can't go wrong. I mean, you can always use this as a robot mode if you want to. You can play. This could be his Cybertron mode. Comes to Earth. He needs to look more undercover. Bam! One extra says fire rescue. That's however you want to do it. But overall, I do enjoy the colors on this guy. I've always enjoyed the colors of Red Alert. I always liked the Lambos as a kid in G1, and I still like the Lambos now. Red Alert, Sunstreaker, Sideswipe, always been some of my favorites. I think a lot of that's just to do with the vehicle mode back in G1. Anyway, if you find this guy in your local Walmarts, it's hidden everywhere now. You can find him. I got lucky and found him in Brunt. I was a day late on Refractor. I combined it. Reflector. Oh my god. Reflector. I was a day late on Refractor, or as you know, Reflector. He was nowhere to be seen in any of the stores I went to. I think about it is just buying all of him up. I don't know if they're going to try to sell them, because you can get them in sets. Because you really need 3 to really get the full effect here. But he was the more common one. I think I found 3 Brunts, and I saw like 5 Red Alerts overall on my hunt yesterday while working. But I saw 0 reflectors, so refractors, however you want to call them, or combined to reflectors. So still, he's an excellent purchase. One, especially if you're completist, if you love Red Alert, if you like the Lambos, if you want the Autobot cars. Very nice. Just wish some of the paint parts were a little bit better. And if you want to transform them back, just unpeg these. Unpeg these on the side. Fold his legs down. Turn him at the waist, 180. Pull his feet out. You can push in from the side, outside here, and it pushes his foot down so you can grab it. So just push this, and there's that foot. And then you can close this back up. Legs are done. Pull these out. Pull them up out of the way. Straighten his hands out. Fold these in. Pull his waist piece up. Fold this down. Tab that waist piece in. And you're done. Just pop his gun in. And the joints on my copy are all pretty tight, honestly. This one's kind of loosened up since I've been playing with them. The loosest ones are his knees, and they're not really all that loose. They're just there, but a lot of these don't want to move very well. So it's good tightness there. Not overly tight. Also, he's got a little bit of red paint on his thing. I probably missed that. But digging the head sculpt. Anyway, overall, he's a good figure. And if you like Sideswipe, you're going to like Red Alert. Now, you can stay tuned for my rankings with a photo set of him. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next one. Peace out.